Hey kitties! My main goal is to blow up and act like I don't know nobody. If you guys know Riff Raff and know this vine, then I love you. Today I'm here to do a Q&A, Ask Pink Sparkles, because I'm Pink Sparkles and you asked me. I asked these questions on Instagram like literally 5 minutes ago. So I usually will ask the questions a few days before I film, and then I'll compile all of them and then have them on my computer and answer them. But I thought I would just kind of do them, answering them right now, like not even looking at them and going in and just answering these questions. There's already 334 comments in 7 minutes. Oh my god, I love you. So my Instagram is right here if you guys want to know about me. Load more, load more, load more. What's your worst fear? Having a heart attack. For some reason, that's like always in my mind. Anytime my arm goes tingly, I'm like, oh my gosh. I have to tell my boyfriend, like, just so you know, my arm's tingly, so if the doctors want to know what was happening, it's because my arm is tingly. Like, I'm like, I don't know what it is. It's always playing in the back of my mind like you're gonna have a heart attack. If you had to get rid of one tattoo you have, which would it be? That is an easy question for me, and it would be the cupcake on my foot, because as you guys know, I asked for a cupcake like this big. Like that big, like really cute off to the side of my foot. Like, here's your foot, here are my toes. Like I asked for it like up here and like really cute and just like at the side with a little cherry heart on top and like colorful and bubbly, and literally it was my whole foot, and he put tribal, like he showed me and I was like, okay, it's a little bigger, but that's okay. And then it wasn't in the stencil, but he put tribal all underneath it, and I'm like black, thick, heavy tribal, and I'm like, how is this a cute girly cupcake? Like I would have never asked for that. That's the one I would get rid of. I actually got it covered up as much as they could. So they took away the black tribal and made it like swirly, a different girl. So she's awesome. I have videos on that as well. And they made it like really bright and as much as they could do, but I would just like get rid of it all together and originally get this one, because I wanted to like kind of make my foot all like cute, but now it's like all one. So whatever. Would you ever make another music video? I love you so much, Sammy. Love you too, Mia, Maya, Faith. Honestly, I had so much fun doing that music video. If you don't know, I made a music video to Jingle Bells. I was like, dashing through the snow in a one-horse open sleigh. It was kind of cringy, but I lived for it, and I was like back and forth, like, do I post this? Honestly, I would love to do another music video. Maybe not as cheesy, but I don't know, like a lot of people hated it. Maybe I wouldn't make it as like sexual, but hey, that's me. Sometimes I don't even know what goes on in my life. What's your thoughts on interracial couples? My same thoughts of any couples. As long as you are in a happy relationship, it doesn't matter what the other person looks like, it matters how they treat you. So if you're in a relationship like same age, same sex, same skin color, and the guy or girl is mean and a bitch to you, then don't be in that relationship. And if you're in an interracial relationship and that boy or girl is mean and a bitch to you and a bleh, then you don't be in that relationship. But if they're being sweet to you and you have a good time in that relationship, then yes, whether, it doesn't matter what you're, in my opinion, we all have opinions, and some people's opinions on like skin color like kind of make me sick a little bit, but skin color shouldn't matter in any situation, you know what I mean? I mean, black guys are sexy, black girls are sexy, white guys are sexy, like, you know, I have a boyfriend. How many guys have you slept with? Like under 10, is what I'm gonna say. If you were a boy, what would you name yourself, and do you think you'd be hot? Yeah, I'd be hot, and like literally this is how I would be if I was a guy. Like Riff Raff is me as a guy. Like I'm meaning like looks wise, like I would have pink hair with like crazy stuff all in. My name probably be, I think I've answered this question before. I don't know what my name be. Oh yeah, I said like snake or scorpion or something like that. Like something like really out there. What hair color are you getting next? By the way, love you. I love you, girl. Black. All black. Thoughts? I don't know. I bet some people are gonna be like, no, because you guys love when I have like light hair like this, and I just got extensions the other day, actually today. But when I post this video, it was the other day. I really love blonde, long hair, but I also really want to change. And when I get my teeth done, because I have Invisalign right now, so my teeth are all getting shifted around, and when they're all completed and I fix the chip in my tooth and straighten them or like file them so they're all nice, then I kind of want to change. Like I want to dye my hair some dramatic color. So that is what I want to do. Ever thought about quitting YouTube? Not about quitting. I've never thought about quitting, but I've thought about taking breaks. Like when certain situations happened where a lot of like negativity happened, I thought about, you know, taking a break or just slowing down, but I've never thought about quitting because I truly love to post videos and make videos, and it's just my passion. Even if I got 1 cent or 1 view, it wouldn't matter because I love being here. If you could only get get one Starbucks drink for the rest of your life, what would it be? The iced green tea latte made with soy milk. Have you ever got your wisdom teeth removed? No, I only have one apparently right now. I'm like, what happened? I'm gonna be 27 in less than a month and I literally have one. It's either on one of these sides and it's like right at the very top, like I'm like pointing here like it's in my brain. But it hasn't even started to shift down yet. And they said to me that one might not even ever come down, but if it starts affecting me then they can cut it out. And I'm like, you cut it out, girl, cut it out. Like, it's okay, it's not gonna bother me. I don't like the word cut. Like, to me, everything associated with cut, no. Cutting out a tooth, like, no, that doesn't sound great at all. Cutting your hair, no. Cutting your finances, cutting your spending, cutting your Starbucks. Oh my God, like, this is giving me a headache. My other three are just like, he's like, oh, they might never come in either. And I'm like, I just like think the weirdest things. I think that one day, what if like somebody had like captured me and somehow like cut out my other three wisdom teeth because they wanted to harvest them? I don't, does anyone have weird thoughts like I do? I'm like, they're not even there, like what happened? So I am thankful though, because I've heard getting your wisdom teeth removed is painful. YouTube crush. Arika. Arika. Would you rather spend a day with Amy Winehouse or Justin Bieber? By the way, I love you so much. Love you, girl, and Amy Winehouse, because I tried to pay to meet Justin Bieber, okay? Like thousands and thousands of dollars to meet JB, and he didn't want to meet my ass, so Amy would want to meet me. Like if everyone was still alive and living and everything, she would, because I just know it, like we soulmates. Life gets hard sometimes. What do you do to push through it and carry on? I agree. I journal, that keeps me going. Also having people to talk with, in my case, that's a lot of the times you guys. You guys are there for me if I just want to talk or post a racy pic, if that's how I'm feeling, to like get out of my zone, or just to like honestly like sit down and DM you guys, to read your comments, to talk with my boyfriend, to go shopping with my mom, to just have alone time for me. Those things all in a whole really help me get through hard times. What car have you always wished you had? A Lamborghini Aventador. Aventador? I feel like I said that weird. I was like, like this kind of pink. 3 dream YouTube collabs. Ooh, Tana Mojo. I love her, okay? I think she's funny and sassy and just says whatever. I really like that. Don't none of y'all twist that, okay? We can like who we like. Some of you like Marcus from 13 Reasons Why, and we still friends. Me and you are still good, right? You like who you like. Nikocado Avocado. Like, I love him. He followed me on Twitter the other day and I'm like, I was like showing my boyfriend like, like freaking out. Like, I'm such a fan of Nikocado. I'm a sloth, like I love him. So I would love to do an eating show with him one day. Who would be the third one? I mean, I've already collabed with Trish before, but honestly, I want to collab with her again, because I feel like when we collabed, we didn't really plan out a video. It was kind of like just for us to meet, that's what we were doing. It wasn't like, oh, we're gonna meet to film. We just happened to film, which I like it like that. It's not just like, oh, we're meeting to film. But I want to actually do something with her, like something fun, something that represents both of us and like cute and stuff. I don't know, but maybe one day if she would want to, but that would be like a dream collab. What is the hardest decision you've ever had to make? Love you so much. Okay, well, there's a lot of hard decisions in my life. I'm just gonna say the one that pops in my head right away, and that's giving away Hogan. Okay, so I had a dog and it was a wiener dog. I don't know if you guys remember. He was like I loved that dog so much, and all of a sudden he started turning on, I didn't have our cat at the time. I was just Cooper and then Dalton in the last house we lived in. He started like turning on Cooper and Dalton and me, which he was always like good with me. He always would kind of just turn on my mom when I lived at my mom's house. Like he would just one day just start growling and like that kind of growl, and he'd be like drooling and his eyes would just be wide, and I'd be like, oh my God, and only I could hold him, like he wouldn't, but he was like just flipped. And nobody was like doing anything. My mom would like literally just walk by and he'd be like he was gonna like kill her. And it was just really sad, and I kept saying like, oh, you know, it's gonna be fine, like he hasn't attacked. And everyone would say to me, yeah, but like, who wants to live in fear with like a dog like this? What if you have kids? What if he attacks your other dog, Cooper? So I moved out. That's when Dalton, he loved Dalton so much and loved Cooper, and then just would flip. Dalton still has a scar on his hand. He like ripped Dalton's hand. He was like bleeding, like gushing blood. Like we ruined pillows because he had like blood everywhere. He almost had to get stitches. He actually should have got stitches. He didn't. And the dog just went crazy. The dog turned on me. I did a whole video on that, like actually turned on me. Like I was bleeding and I was just bawling my eyes out, turned on my dog. I was lifting Cooper up in the air like this because he was trying, like, he's a little dog and he was like full down trying to get at him, and like I was holding him up in the air, like trying to stand up so high. It was honestly the hardest decision to get rid of him, because I always think that I can save people or animals, you know, just because they have this one flaw. Like, he was such a good dog, but there's this one flaw, and it was because he was in an abusive home, which Cooper was in an abusive home. But sometimes they don't know how to, you know, act in a safe situation. They'll just turn. But it wasn't a safe environment for myself, Cooper, Dalton, so I pretty much had to choose between Hogan and my family, and it was really, really hard. What if me and Dalton have kids one day, and then like this dog just turns on this little baby, like I'm bleeding, you're bleeding one day, Cooper's like bleeding, and you never know when it's gonna happen. So that was one really hard situation. If you were in a horror movie, what movie would you be in and why? I want to be in like a new horror movie, like something that's like just coming out in theaters, and I want to be that girl that like dies first. I love those girls that just like, oh my god, like what is a popsicle? Oh, I thought it was pop. Like I want to, I don't even know, like some girl like that, and then they just like fall 8 times in the woods and their shirt slowly starts to come off and like they're just running, like goals. And that is when I lost all my subscribers. If you could change something about your appearance, what would you change? Well, I am doing that right now. I'm in the process of that, and that is my teeth. I'm just making them straight and then, yeah, fixing like I just said. So right now it's just like a little bit of a pain. I got Invisalign and attachments on there, but it's not terrible. What's your favorite non-vegan food? Cheese. Swiss cheese. Gouda. No, smoked Gouda is my favorite cheese. Do you want the unicorn frat back? No. When I first tried it, I was like, berries, like it tasted so good. And then I tried it again. I'm like, okay, a little bit of cotton candy. This is yummy. Like everyone was like, oh, it's too sugary. But like, hi, I'm Sugar Queen. Like I am a unicorn. Like don't get the unicorn frat if you don't like a sugar bomb. Like I was like, ugh. Honestly, it wasn't even the sugar. After a while, all the flavors started going into one, and I got like sour, then sweet, then mango, then cotton candy, then birthday cake, then like soggy lemons, and all this. Like it just, oh, thinking about it just makes me, If you were stuck on an island and could only bring 3 items, what would they be? Love you. My boyfriend, my vlogging camera, because I would need to document that. The animals can stay with my mom so that they're safe, because I wouldn't want to have an anxiety attack with them like getting eaten or drowning or eating a crab, a coconut falling on their heads, and like a cooler full of food. That's what I would bring so that I wouldn't be hungry. Oh my god, if your mom was dangling off a cliff a mile away from Dalton, who would you save first? Jasmine, you're a savage. Okay, strategically, I would save my mom because my mom, I love her, but I feel like she wouldn't be able to hang on for that long. I'm like laughing when I say that. And Dalton, like he's strong, like he good, like he's got some muscles, he's got some strength, so I'd be like, hold that thought, Dalton. My mom's not gonna hang on long. I'd be like sprinting to her, and she'd be like freaking out and losing her mind, like screaming at the top of her lungs, because that's like how my mom is. So just to avoid all that, I'd save my mom first, and then we could both like, you know, I would take one of Dalton's arms and she would take the other arm and like pull him up. But realistically, if I was trying to save my mom, I wouldn't even be able to get her up, and Dalton would already be up on the cliff trying to get my mom up. What other parts of Canada do you want to travel? Honestly, everywhere. I want to see the world. Mainly, I want to go to Montreal. I want to go explore more in Ontario, because I've kind of just like stuck around Toronto. I want to go more Ottawa and Niagara Falls, and I want to go to like the Isles, like Nova Scotia and PEI and stuff like over there. Would you rather smell like poop and not know it, or constantly be smelling poop that nobody else can? Okay, I'll smell like poop, because I don't want to smell poop. That's disgusting, so no one would come around me, which is kind of good anyway, because I'm a homebody and I don't like to go out and interact with people anyway. So if I smelled like poop, no one would invite me out, and I'd be like, yes, stay at home and watch Netflix and eat donuts. Pet my cat. Please, can I be in your video? I love you so much. Love you. What's the craziest thing you and Dalton did together? We've done a lot of crazy things, but got stuck on a ride in Callaway Park. I never thought it would happen, and when it was happening, I'm like, what the hell? It didn't go upside down or anything, thank goodness, but it just like went in a circle and it just like stopped in the middle of the air. We vlogged it way back when, but I'm like, cool, like of course. What has been your worst tanning experience? Love you. Okay, so this isn't really about the tanning, but it was in the tanning salon. So I went tanning. It was when I used to go in the tanning bed. Now I'll just get spray tans. And I was in the bed and you know, take off all your clothes. And when I left, okay, I went right after the gym. So yeah, I was working out in like sports bra and all that. Left, and then the next time I was going to the gym, I'm like, where's my sports bra? Like, it's the most disgusting sports bra. I've thrown it away since then. But I'm like, where is it? Like, I couldn't find it anywhere. It's the most, like, it had like stains on it and it was like falling apart. And I'm like, oh well, I'll just grab one of my newer ones. So I would just because I would just wear it underneath my clothes, so it didn't matter because it had such good support. And like whatever. And then the next time I went tanning, the girl was like, I think you left something behind here in the room. And I'm like, no, literally anything but this sports bra. Like, please let it be like a toothpaste bottle or something. And she's like, it's just in this little bag. And I'm like, girl, she probably went like this and picked it up because I'm just like a gross person. So I think that was one of the worst experiences. I took that bag and threw it away because I was so disgusted with myself. What's one thing you and your boyfriend disagree on? Thank you for this. This is gonna be a little bit of therapy session for me. A lot, but the number one thing is using plates and napkins. Okay, so we don't have a kitchen table. We kind of just eat at the coffee table. So I need to have a plate and a napkin when I eat. I'm a messy person, yes, but at least I have to have that. He'll bring like, okay, I'll tell you one situation. He had a peanut butter sandwich with honey in it, came back, sat down, eating the peanut butter sandwich. Meanwhile, the honey is literally dripping out all over the coffee table, and I'm like, there's no plate, doesn't have a plate, doesn't have a napkin or anything, and the crumbs are all crumbing, crumbs everywhere, and there's honey, like, and he's like, oh, and he's moving it around because then the honey's, it's still dripping and he's eating it, and it's like honey is everywhere, and honey's sticky, and there's crumbs, and I'm like, do you want me to get you a plate? Like, no, thank you. Well, why? Like, why? And he goes, it's just honey. I don't know, that's a huge disagreement. Like, I could never do that. No, and yeah, he cleaned it up after, but I think it's just the whole idea of get a plate. And also, probably one of my biggest pet peeves that he does, and that our huge disagreement is, he eats chips when he games, which is fine, I eat chips when I game as well. But he'll take the chip, and he'll eat it, and he'll just like always, every single chip, I'm talking every time he puts a chip in his mouth, he wipes all of his grease and like sauce or whatever it's on it, like seasoning all over his pants, and then plays. Every chip, wipes it. And when you're wiping crumbs on your pants, it's gonna fall on the ground too, okay? AKA ants and bugs and spiders are gonna come and eat those little crumbs. That's not okay, so I always ask him, do you want a napkin? He goes, no. And I'm like, oh, you're just gonna use your $400 True Religion jeans. Like, it's not like he's in like Dollarama sweatpants and he's like whatever, you know, he's always in like really nice quality True Religion sweatpants or True Religion jeans, and he's just like wiping this grease on there, and I'm like, how? Like, if I'm wearing like I don't have $400 jeans, but if I had $400 jeans, I would never wipe grease and Dorito crumbs on my pants. So I'm like, how? And I'm talking every chip, every time. Even if we're just sitting and watching a movie, he'll do that as well, and I'm like, ah! Thank you for that question, letting me rant about my boyfriend. I love Dalton so much. There's way more things that we do agree on than disagree on. Do you still use your makeup palette that you created? No, because I don't have it in my makeup collection. I have it in like my little keepsake box. So I still have it, but I don't use it. What are you going to name your children? You don't have to share if you don't want to. I love you so much. Let me go to my little document right here. I have boy and girl. Oh no, my boy and girl's names are on my last phone, my other phone. Boys' names are Hayes. I think those are the only guys' names because we're having a girl. So the girls' names are Nevea, Malibu, Daisy. I really like the name Daisy, and there's a couple others, but I can't remember right now. Oh, and do you like Miss Vicky's chips? If so, what kind? Yes, those are like probably my favorite kind of chips, and the plain unsalted, just like plain, oh, so good. What's your opinion on girls that do martial arts? You kick ass, and can you please teach me? What's your most honest opinions about life and your best life advice? Life just sometimes sucks, and it can be down and low, but there are great times in life, and don't take things too seriously, because literally 100 years from now, are you even gonna be alive? Are you even gonna care what shirt you wore? Live life how you want. Make smart decisions, be kind to people. Life can suck, life can get you down, but you just have to be positive and make good decisions. My best life advice is just that. Live it up, life's short. Okay, I'm gonna do one more. Let me just like scroll and stop. Oh, are you a low gang member? Yes! Oh, that was a good last question. I actually just bought my Maverick socks. I have to do an unboxing today on our vlog channel. And those were all the questions. I hope you guys enjoyed it. It was kind of just like a low-key Q&A. I like Q&As like that. Thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you guys have a beautiful day and a wonderful, I was gonna say year, like I was leaving for a year. Bye guys, I'm weird, bye.